Hello children, Austin Valdez here again with another video. This is another how to draw video. Last time we drew the poster from Nope, well, a modified poster, which is fine. And this time I wanted to do the Rings of Power. This is a newer series in the world of the Lord of the Rings lore, as you can see here with all the different posters. It seems like a majority of the posters are just different hands. Like we have like this black Sauron looking hand, and this like these other hands, and we have this really dirty hand right here in the lower right. I guess I was gonna draw. I guess I'll do a mishmash one again. I'm gonna probably combine this one that actually has the logo here. This is the Rings of Power with the one right above it with like all the cast. So this is definitely going to be the most detailed how to draw video that we've done so far. It's definitely going to take a bit more effort. So yeah, let's just get started on it. I guess the first thing we're going to do is make this sort of sphere shape coming out on the side here, since that's where all the characters are coming out of. That looks good. We can leave it like that. I might actually pinch this a little. Like that, just so I can see the edges of the canvas a little bit better. Yeah, that looks good. So the main star in the show appears to be Galadriel, the Lady Galadriel. She was played by Cate Blanchett actually in the original trilogy. And she did make some cameo appearances in the Hobbit movies if you haven't checked those out. So she is in there too. I'm not sure the name of this actress. So maybe they have her name down here. If not, that's okay. We'll look it up right now, actually. Yeah, Galadriel, Rings of Power. I feel bad when I don't know these actors' names because, they worked hard. They deserve credit. Morfydd Clark, the Lord of the Rings of Power. Apparently there's 3 different Galadriels. Huh. Annette Crosby. Well, I'm not going to delve too deep in this, but it definitely says right here, Morfydd Clark is the actor who plays the young Galadriel in the Rings of Power. So that's our new Galadriel. It's good to know her name. What is it again? Morfydd Clark. This is a pretty cool name. I've definitely never heard that one before. I always think it's cool when people have a slightly different names from the norm that you hear, like, on TV. You hear a lot of Bens and Stacy's and stuff. And, yeah, that's a pretty cool name. So, anyways, we're going to draw Morfydd Clark. She's an elf woman. Very beautiful woman. Yeah, gotta get her forehead in there. Her cheekbone. Just a piece of hair coming out. I probably should have drawn this on a new layer, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. We'll draw the other characters on new layers. This is okay. Piece of hair coming out there, coming out over here to connect with the rest of her hair. Very beautiful golden locks. Give her a nose. It's a good nose. She needs eyes. In the show, okay, I'll be honest, I haven't finished it. I'm only about 4. Yeah, I just finished episode 4 today. I know I'm super behind. Everyone's probably already finished the series at this point. Totally okay. Yeah, it's just taking me a long time to get through this for some reason. Okay, I think I know why. It's actually pretty slow. It's a pretty slow series. It's definitely not like the original trilogy. The original trilogy had like some slower moments, but overall, they kept up the pace pretty good. I think the one that's probably the slowest out of the 3 in the OG trilogy is probably the Twin Towers. That's just a personal opinion of mine. I think, you know, everything has its place, everything has its purpose. I'm not sure if we needed this prequel, especially since, from what I understand, they're not even using the actual prequel material that Tolkien wrote. They're using like footnotes or something from the original trilogy. Like, what's the prequel called? The book, the Silmarillion or something like that. I actually never got around to reading it. I did read the original trilogy and The Hobbit, um, back in the day. I haven't reread them in a while. But yeah, it's definitely not an easy read by any means. I think the movies do a pretty good job of condensing a lot of the stuff, and I know that's probably a hot take to some of the hardcore Tolkien fans, because there's a lot of them who actually don't like the movies, and that's okay. I can understand that. We all want like our favorite books to be as close to the source material as possible, right? But yeah, sometimes Hollywood just takes liberties and stuff, and that's just the way it goes. I know I would be upset if I were a writer, and they were adapting like my movie or whatever, right? I'd be upset if it just didn't follow the source material at all. Unfortunately, Tolkien is no longer with us, so we'll never know if he approved of the movies or not. We'll just have to go off of, I guess the family, what they think. So that's the Galadriel layer. Let's name it. We'll just name it Gala for short. Start a new layer, and we're gonna add this elf dude. So this elf dude, I don't think he's a canon character. I think they just made him up. The one with the bow there, the really big dude. He has actually really beautiful eyes. I know you can't see it here in the poster. He has these amazing, like hazelish, greenish, like a pale greenish eye. Um, well, yeah, he seems cool and all, but I definitely feel like he has like main character plot armor. Remember, I'm only 4 episodes in. He definitely seems to get away with a lot of scenarios where most people in that situation probably wouldn't survive. Um, but yeah, he has some interesting story going on and everything. I definitely am not sure what the main plot is still. 4 episodes in, we still don't know, and yeah, I'll put a spoiler uh, disclaimer like in the subtitles or something and in the description. Basically, we don't know who the stranger is who fell from the sky. We don't know. We don't know what the purpose is of the little hobbit people. They're not called hobbits. What are they called? Harfoots. We don't know the purpose of the Harfoots, like what their story is, other than somehow being connected to this stranger dude. You know, he's got a little arm here for his bow. Yeah, bows go like this and like this. Yeah, that's a nice bow. Very clean lines, I like it. With a little bit of a wave, you gotta give it some character, some nuance. You've got his body here. Yeah, some armor stuff. Armor. He has hair, very nice hair. And he's got some quiver. He's got a quiver with arrows. I can't really get the quiver in there, but there's some feathers. And he's got like another little arm raised up like that. He's like, yeah, we're gonna beat the bad guys. I actually need to go back to the Gala layer and and erase some of these lines. Yeah, I should have done it all in a separate layer. It's my bad, you guys. That's okay. Not a big deal. Definitely gonna get through this together. That's fine there. Get rid of this line, and cool. We drew another character. This is actually looking a little too big, but we'll keep going. So we'll name this elf dude, and we'll do another one. So the person that's over here on Galadriel's the bottom right there, not all the way at the bottom, but just above her, like the third biggest character. That's actually supposed to be the new Elrond, like a younger Elrond. I'm not the biggest fan of the casting, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's just that I just don't care for it that much, but that's okay. Everyone has their own opinions. I think they could have cast Elrond better. Personally, I mean, the original actor did a great job. Oh shoot, I don't remember his name either. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really terrible with names, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this Elrond. I don't even think they tried to make him look like the original actor all that much. I think that was my biggest thing. They could have at least tried to get someone who looks semi-similar, but they didn't really try. So that's why I'm like, whatevs, I guess. It's fine. It's all fine. Um, I will say for this series, they definitely spared no expense most of the time. The CGI is pretty good, except for, and this is a spoiler, the wargs. The wargs actually don't look that great. I feel like they skimped out on them. They look really cartoonish, and like I was expecting a more realistic warg. Like the portrayal of wargs in the Hobbit movies, I think that was a bit better looking than this warg, or at least it didn't look so cartoonish. That's the biggest thing, is the cartoony look. We'll go back to the gala layer and delete some of her hair out of his face. Because, nobody likes hair in their face, especially someone else's hair. That's kind of weird to have someone else's hair in your face. I mean, unless you're into that, that's totally fine. But yeah, I did not like the way that they did the CGI on the wargs. They did amazing makeup though for like the orcs. The orcs look amazing. The cinematography is like legit cool. It looks like movie quality, like I'm not kidding. It definitely looks like they spared no expense on that, which is good. Dang, we have so many characters to draw still, so I'm gonna have to actually make this a little smaller so we can fit everyone in. Excuse me. Doop doop doop. Might even have to expand the circle out a bit. Well, actually, no, we'll move them up here. Yeah, and I'll delete the circle and make a new circle after, probably. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Need to delete the circle. Oh yeah, don't have to worry about that. We don't want to erase Galadriel here. We'll put the circle on its own layer, which I should have done in the beginning, but I was being a derp. And that's okay. No problem. So circle. There. Okay, next, we have to draw this other elf dude. I don't know, this other elf guy's kind of sketchy. Meaning, like, he's a little sus. I don't know what he's up to. In fact, well, I really don't know what's going on, like, most of the time anyways in this series. But it's just, interesting, I guess, to see that they can drag something on for so long without explaining really anything. The basic things we know is that Galadriel's on a crusade to try to get to Middle Earth. She really wants to get Sauron, like destroy him once and for all. She has a grudge against him and stuff. And we'll call him Elf Dude 2, because I don't remember his name either. Elf Dude number 2. Up there. What was I doing? Oh, Elf Dude. So this Elf Dude, he's kind of sus and everything. Gonna do that. He's got also some interesting hair choices here. Yeah, this is the other Elf Dude. Looks like there's someone else in the corner above the elf dude number 2. Like there's like a cloak or something there. I don't know if you guys see it between Elrond and the other elf guy right there, the lower right. It's okay. We'll just ignore that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We'll just focus on this guy. Okay. is my size is like really small. Let me change the eraser. Let's put it to monoline. Yeah, that's nice and big. Yeah, we'll use that. It's perfect. But yeah. And they also have this one guy in here. I call him Discount Aragorn. I don't see him in the poster. He's literally just an inferior version of Aragorn. I'm not really impressed with his character so far. I don't know, he's kind of lame. A little annoying. Let's see here. Galadriel, I need to erase some of her cloak out of here from this guy. And cool, now we can draw his face in. Oh, I forgot to erase that part of Elrond. Doop, doop, doop. There we go. Nice and nice. And, ooh, no, that's not what I wanted. No. Okay, I accidentally messed that up. No problem. Crisis averted. Gotta give him some eyes. And the nose. And he's probably a little hungry. I mean, I don't imagine elves eat often, but poor guy. Like, you gotta eat sometime, you know? And here, he's like, I'm so hungry. He's got little arms. Here, nice. Okay, now we have to draw the dwarf guy. I think his name's Doran. I'm not sure if he's related to Thorin and Company from the Hobbit movies, but I think his name's Doran. Ugh, man, I'm so bad at these names. We'll name him Doran, and if it's wrong, that's on me. I guess I could look it up. Look it up. Doran, Lord of the Rings. I mean, Rings of Power. See, and I keep calling it Lord of the Rings in my head, too. Durin, I was close. He's Durin the Fourth. Alright, well, we know his name now. No excuses. Okay. Durin the Fourth. Doop. There we go. Yeah, I wonder if he's related to Thorin and Company, or maybe if he's related to Gimli. Like Gimli's side of the family tree. I know Gimli has his cousins from Moria that unfortunately don't seem to be with us in the original trilogy. However, at least the ones in the Hobbit movie seemed alive and well, and his dad was doing well in that movie too. So maybe they're all okay. But yeah, let's draw Durin real quick. Oh, Durin and his wife. Let's draw both of them on the same layer. So the lady right next to Durin with the not the lady with the spiky helmet, the woman right there next to him. She is his wife, so we'll draw both of them on the same layer. So let's draw Durin first, and then here's his wife's head. I don't like that head. That was a bad head. This is a good head. Yes, this is a much better head. So, probably should delete all that out of their faces so I don't get confuzzled as much. There's a lot of lines going on here, guys. This is not easy. I really have my work cut out for me for this one. Yeah, it's definitely... I could have chosen an easier one. I did not think this poster was gonna take so long. Elf dude, yes. Have to erase his stuffs from her face. And, go back to Durin. Happy dwarf. And happy wife. And he has beard. And he has some nice hair. dwarf. He has sword here, sword. Got that sword. And happy wife. And she's just chilling with her hubby. Very happy couple, very lovely people so far in the show. I mean, they're a bit secretive, which ain't cool. You shouldn't be keeping secrets from your buds, but they have their reasons. So let's see here. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Oh, that must be from the elf guy. So let's actually delete that. Just delete that from her hair. We don't want that in there. I want to put his arm back. I accidentally erased part of his arm. Lovely people. Lovely cast. Oh yeah, I want to erase part of Galadriel's stuff here. Because she's all up in his hair and everything. And then go back to Doran. Get rid of this line here. Doop, 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 doop. Make it look just a little cleaner. Yup, 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 yup. Yeah, elf dude comes first right there. And redraw the beard in a little bit. Very lovely couple. Then we draw Spiky Helmet Lady. Second to last, here we go. She's in charge of this island nation. What is it called? The island nation of something. It was gifted to the humans by elves. And, yeah, apparently this island used to have really great relations with the elves and stuff, but then all of a sudden they just became really nasty and mean to, like, elves. I don't know what caused the falling out. I'm on episode 4, and if it was explained, it didn't make sense. I don't think it makes any sense, honestly. But yeah, Spiky Helmet Lady can go right here, so she's a bit hard to picture. A pretty cool helmet, although it looks very heavy. I feel like my head would, I'd get a lot of discomfort in my neck, especially wearing something that heavy. Helmet Lady. I don't like that nose. Better. She's kind of like not that happy in the show, so I'm gonna make her happy here. I think she has a braid, so we'll put like a little braid thingy right here, and then we'll draw the spikies. 1 spiky, 2 spiky, 3 spiky, 4 spiky, 5, 6, 6.5, and 7. Yeah, that looks good. Gonna have to erase some of Doran and his wife here, so we don't have so much interfering with this look. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, we gotta erase part of that. Sorry, don't mean to erase so much, but yeah, I gotta make sure we can fit the whole cast on here. Gotta erase part of the elf guy right here, just part of his bow real quick. Oh, I did not intend to delete all that from his bow. Oh, who's the last one? This guy, he's the father of Isildur. Now, if you follow the Lord of the Rings lore, Isildur is, Aragorn's ancestor. He's the reason why Aragorn can wield the special blade, and he's able to control the undead army with the blade because he tells the undead army like, oh, you made a promise to my ancestors and you didn't fulfill it, so fulfill it now and everything. And that promise the undead army made was to Isildur, the guy who initially defeated Sauron, or I guess not initially, but in the Lord of the Rings lore, he defeated Sauron and got the Ring of Power from Sauron after defeating him, and he's the reason why it survived into the modern age that the Lord of the Rings trilogy takes place in, because he didn't want to destroy it when he was in Mordor, which is unfortunate, but that happens, you know. Sometimes like some really cool stuff shows up and you're like, man, this is dope, I want to keep this. And so you do, even though maybe that wasn't the best choice. But it happens. So yeah, this is Isildur's father. He's very upset with Isildur right now because his son appears to be making poor choices. But that happens, you know. Can't police our children for everything. Sometimes they just gotta learn on their own. That's okay. Life is about learning. I say, as long as you learn something, even if something turns out, you know, unexpected or maybe not as great as you thought, as long as you learn something, that's a valuable lesson no matter what, you know. Well, yeah, this looks like the cast. Let me just erase this out of her spikies. We don't want that interfering. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, yeah, don't want that interfering either. Down that. And then we just need to draw the circle. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Maybe I want to make the cast just a tiny bit smaller so I can make that circle effect and add the logo in. So, boop, 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 doop. Is this, okay, that's the edge of the canvas. We want it like that. That should be good. Go back to the circle. Draw the half sphere like this. Yeah, and then we'll put it behind everyone. Oh, but I still have to erase stuff because, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Doop, erase that. Erase it from Galadriel's hair. Did I erase her hair or did I not make her hair there? Oh, let's add some quick little, no, back. Let's add some quick little squiggles. There, that looks good. Now we just need the logo. So let's do that in a new layer. The Rings of Power. Tiny TH. Big rings. Of and power. Yay, we did it! Look, all finished. Hey, that actually looks pretty good. I like it a lot. Well, thanks for joining me, you guys. This was a lot of fun. Hope to see you again in the next video. I'm pretty tired, so I gotta get some rest. But yeah, this will be up soon. Okay. One more thing. And if you decide to watch Rings of Power, just go in knowing that it's pretty slow paced and it likes to take its time. I'm sure it'll get better. I'm only on episode 4, and there's gonna be a season 2, so there's lots to catch up on. So yeah, no worries. Okay, thanks you guys. Good night, be safe, and bye bye.